Hello, and welcome to the Conflict 370 syllabus. My name is Lisa Shaw, and I am the Field Experience Director for the School for Conflict Analysis and Resolution. I am also the instructor for the Conflict 370 Internship Course. I am using this video to explain the components of the syllabus and the expectations of the course. The first page of the syllabus describes the learning outcomes and the general description of the course. Please be sure to read through it, as it will give you a sense of what you're doing and what you're going to be looking for while you're doing your internship. The assignment tab outlines the expected academic work for the course and includes the due dates and a countdown calendar for the assignments. There are 4 assignments for the Conflict 370 course. You will be expected to journal or blog for 3 entries, have a mid-semester check-in, do a reflection paper, and the final electronic portfolio. Please also note that the Mason and S-CAR policy for academic honesty and collaboration are included on this page. The Journal Blog Entries page explains the requirements for the blogs, as well as a PowerPoint presentation with instructions on how to access the blog. Please note that the blogs offer you a place for reflection and connection of theory to practice. Each blog should be a minimum of 1 page and include the hours you have worked during your internship. As you write the blog, consider the context in which you are working, the relationships that you observe in the space that you are in, and how your experience is tied to your coursework. What theories, knowledge help you explain what is taking place in your internship, and how can you tie your experience with what you are learning in the classroom. The next tab describes the reflection paper. Please choose one of the paper topics and submit via email a minimum 3-page paper to Lisa by the due date. Similar to the journal blogs, you should go beyond just reporting your results and analyze how the results reflect your relationships, tasks, or projects in your internship, as well as the connections between your results, your coursework, and your internship. The mid-semester meeting with me gives us an opportunity to discuss how things are going, what challenges you might be facing, what celebrations you want to, or accomplishments you want to highlight, and also an opportunity to talk about the final portfolio and questions you might have. This is an important meeting. It's a time for us to connect and gives me a sense of how things are going for you in your internship. The final ePortfolio tab is the capstone of the internship, and it is a requirement that the portfolio is created as a web-based portfolio. I do understand for some of you there may be some security issues, and we can negotiate pieces of the portfolio that you might have to turn in as pages to me via email, but most of the components I would like for you to have on your web-based portfolio. There are several components of the portfolio. There is an introduction page, and this is a great time for you to begin and understand how to begin to write a small bibliography about yourself. This is a professional biography, and the ePortfolio gives you an electronic version or a way for you to present yourself in an electronic medium. More and more employers want to go beyond just the 1-page resume. They want to know a little bit more about you, get a sense of what you're interested in, what skills you have, how you've used those skills, beyond just the 1-page resume. We are actually moving into an electronic world, and so this is a great place for you to begin to put yourself together in an electronic format. After the introduction page, I do ask you to upload a resume, and so you might want to get that checked out or go through one of the resume workshops that the undergraduate program provides for you. There's a visual concept map and an explanation of what the concept map is. Basically, it wants you to visually put together your experience of your internship and how your internship relates to your coursework, relates to maybe some of the activities that you've been doing outside of the classroom, to your interests. It gives a visual map of who you are as a student at S-CAR and maybe where you would like to go. There are some examples, and I definitely will be able to help you think through that during our mid-semester check-in. I'm also asking you to add some additional components, or I might call them artifacts on the page. If you're doing the regular 3-credit internship, I'm asking you to add 2 additional artifacts or components. If you are doing a 6 to 9 credit, I'm asking for between 4 and 6 additional components. And what are these additional components? They could be interviews, they could be films, they could be flyers you've worked on, anything that you have done during your internship. But they must be things that you have done during the internship. So what I don't want to see is, hey, this is a flyer that explains the program I've been working on, or this is a set of papers that my boss put together, or that explains something about the program we're working on, the clients we're working with, so on and so forth. It's not general. This is about you. What have you worked on? What can you demonstrate to someone looking at your portfolio that you have accomplished? So it is about you. The interviews are things that you have done. You've actually talked to the person and gotten some information about them. Alrighty. There's also a final assessment that should be a minimum of 5 pages and no more than 7 pages. But really, I'm asking you to think about your internship and what have you accomplished, what connections you've made to your between your classwork and your field experience. What have you learned? What challenges did you experience? How did you overcome those challenges? What skills did you pick up while you were there? And you can use some of the same ideas you have in your journal blog entries. What I don't want to see is copied word for word the journal blog entry into your final assessment. This really needs to be a separate final reflection of the things that you've done. Included in that final assessment, and you will also see another tab for this, is an evaluation of your supervisor's evaluation and your self-evaluation. So you will see links on the page, and there are 2 separate links. The first link is a supervisor evaluation. It's a SurveyMonkey link. You forward that to your supervisor. They fill out the evaluation, and they should review that evaluation with you. You also have a self-evaluation, and the questions are similar to the questions that the supervisor is being asked to review. So there's some parallel questions in both surveys. What I want you to do then is to take the feedback that you receive from your supervisor and from yourself, and also do an analysis as part of that final assessment. This is an important part of the final assessment, so I encourage you, don't wait until the last minute to get this to your supervisor. If you have a supervisor who you know is extremely busy, get it to them early and let them know that you will need this by a particular date so you can include the information in your paper. Okay? The final tabs on the syllabus include the grading and the scale for grading, policies and procedures, and the course contact, which is, of course, myself. If you have any questions, please contact me. My email is lshaw2@gmu, lshaw2@gmu, and I will be happy to answer anything that you have that comes up. All right, have fun. This is an exciting time. This is a great way for you to get experience, and I hope that you enjoy it. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.